let's make a band. And then we made a band, and then we started playing. It was pretty fun. It was a pretty fun pastime.
We all just started jamming together. I remember this guy coming to my room in the Delt house, and he was like, "Hey man, I heard you play guitar. Do you want to play sometime?" And then I'd heard that Dylan also plays guitar, so we all kind of started playing a bit together. And then we knew that Finn played drums, so we all just kind of fell together, and yeah, the rest is history.
And down rad is pretty cool. Like, we're not down bad, we're down rad. That was pretty cool.
We were like just scrambling for names. We were like, because we had a show coming up, I think, and one day, like during practice, Thomas just kind of threw that out, and we're like, yeah, that's funny. Let's do it. It was pretty fun.
First one for sure was definitely a little bit of an out-of-body experience. We also had a pretty big crowd, I don't know, a couple hundred, and going up there, and it really kind of helped us get right into the scene and get going without like the sort of other issues that you might face. I'd say we haven't practiced that much for a show since our first show.
We definitely were like, we didn't think that we'd be good enough to play at something like that at the time, so we just practiced our asses off. Once we got up on stage, I don't know about you guys, but like you kind of just forget that there's a past, present, or future. Actually, no, you know that there's a present, and that's all you know.
We're not like super duper serious musicians, so it's really nice to like be able to just play a song. I know, like, I love it, like when you just see the whole crowd singing, like I said, like everyone's having fun. Like that's the main thing, is like, we're playing these house shows, and like the best ones we've had are not with like the most people. The best ones are with like the people that like get into it, are like singing along, having fun. Like, I know Patrick, he's like our hype man. He like gets everyone, gets everyone going.
You don't go to see Down Rad to watch Down Rad. You go to Down Rad to just have like a really fun time, because you're gonna know the lyrics to at least 70% of the songs that we're playing. I don't know how my grades are surviving, but somehow keep them afloat.
The reality is, like, I mean, we're full-time students, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of sacrifice to like prepare ourselves for a show. So I definitely think that like the preparation and the practice is the hardest part of it.
It's a lot of time, like with the practices, and then also the days we have the shows themselves. Like, it's a lot of setup, and it takes many hours. I feel like most shows, if you count like setup and takedown time with the show as well, it's close to around like 5 or 6 hours. And so sometimes it's just like a whole day too.
My equipment, most of my stuff is like breaking. Like my bass is breaking, it's really old. My guitar is like fucked. Like it just all sucks. I broke a string and I still haven't changed it yet, so I have to use like a different guitar. Like, we don't have the nicest stuff either. Like, we use like these amps at our shows that are like meant for like personal use. Like, we don't have any PA. Luckily, like the bands we play with do, but like our bass amp was something that we found in our basement that like you have to like smack on the floor for it to work. Like the feeling after a show is like, you're walking back to like our house, and it's just like, that was pretty fun, man. Like, I could go to bed right now and like, a good night's sleep.
When someone is like walking like the other way with you on the street, and they just say, "Down Rad," just because like they've seen it, they've gone to a show or something, and you just scream back, "Down Rad, hell yeah!" It's just such a great feeling.
Go that, I'd say, don't be afraid to put yourself out there and find your community. There's like, I don't know, there's so many people that want to make music, make art, whatever it is, and you shouldn't be afraid to take that first step if you're passionate about something.
Yeah, I agree with like putting yourself out there and just kind of going for it. Like myself, I hadn't played music with other people until I met these guys, and at first I was a little hesitant about doing the band thing, because I just hadn't done that before, and I wasn't like super confident in my abilities to play the drums. But then I just said yes, and we worked on it, and here we are now.